Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your 2022 reading, February. So I've meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Ten of Cups with the Eight of Swords. In that case, the Ten of Cups represents the end of your cycle of cups. Okay, we go through the Ten of Cups often in our lives. Your Ten of Cups when you were 15, a guy kissed you, or whatever, you got a bicycle, woo, you were in your Ten of Cups. But the more conscious we get, the more, the Ten of Cups, then, and we start again with the 1, and then the Ten of Cups gets more conscious, wider, more profound, and so on. Now you're at your limit of the Ten of Cups. So that means that the capacity you have of feeling these high vibrations from people, from outside of you, because the 9 is within ourselves, and the 10 is when we start sharing it. So here you've reached your limit, and the thing that will have to break here is your sword element. Okay, I say break, but I mean more evolve. Eight of Swords, this is when you're in your head. It's like if being in your head is preventing you from actually feeling all that could be felt. Okay, because we are anyway constantly walking in unconditional love and light of the divine nature, life per se, but we can only perceive from what is limited within us. Okay, if I can only perceive this because this is what with my experiences and this and that, then yeah, I can be in an ocean of water and joy and grace. I'll never be able to feel more than that unless I widen it, open, and allow. But here, your head is creating a prison. You're going to have to, second card, make a decision about that so that you can, Queen of Cups, strengthen, rise your Queen of Cups. And she's the one that allows water in. How much water comes into you is due to her. That's why she has a cup that is designed a bit like the Ark of the Covenant here, with the 2 angels on each side and so on. Because in there is the linked directly with the divine. Okay? It will speak through the water. We will feel the divine. We're made of water through our water, directly making our vibration. Okay? If we talk about the elements. So here, going out of your head so you can start allowing new water in. So under that, I have the 10 of Wands, the Moon, and the 2 of Wands. So right away here, see, this is the way you've been carrying things, doing things, and maybe now you're at a point where I don't see where I'm going exactly with this. I can't perceive what is in front of me. This guy cannot see in front of him because he's carrying all of the wands, all of the different actions, willpowers, what I want to bring, what I want to do, but also what wasn't done, or what was done to me, or what I did. It's all there in front of him. Now, time to finish that cycle. And that's why this brings us to the 2 of Wands. You see, there's a 1 that is tied to the rampart, because this is how you've done things for the past 10 years, whatever is your cycle. Okay? And that can be a much longer cycle also, but been there, done that. And here is a new wand. Here is a new way of doing things that will be outside of your comfort zone. A new way of bringing your willpower that will be outside of the usual way that I go for my desires, that I follow my fire. And here it's with the moon, because you don't know how to do it. The moon is when we have no clear indications of that new way. Where is it gonna take me? I see that there's like this maybe new path in front of me, but I have absolutely no idea where it's gonna take me. And on top of it, it's gonna ask of me to make an inner decision, because that unknowing provokes like old stuff to come up to the surface. Okay, that's why you have the lobster that comes up from the depth of the sea. Like we can have like these creepy crawlers in the bottom of our emotions showing their head, because it's the principle that now it is time to change that. Change our matrix, change the way our shell, okay? The two dogs are anime, anima, shadow, light, yin, yang, masculine, feminine, whatever. But one is afraid because it remembers all sorts of things, okay? Carries everything, is in his head, so he howls at the moon. Be careful, Sagittarius. This is not safe. Let's not go there. And the other one is more of maybe your higher self, your tamed animalistic side. That's like, okay, no, let's just follow the path and see where it's going. Because ultimately, it is going to end in a transformation. That's what a moon quest always ends to. So after that, of course, you're going to have to make a decision here. And the decision is pretty much there. Do I continue the path, bringing slowly this pentacle, this new thing, okay? Because you have a new path. There's this new concept of seeing life, this new interface, this something of value. Am I continuing to bring it forward, or am I letting my head here, swords, that's the thief in the night, robbing me of my power, robbing me of, I don't have the power to make a decision on that. I don't have I'm going to procrastinate, I'm going to push it away, I'm going to feel powerless in front of it. Whatever it is, your way of acting out the Seven of Swords here. And under that, I have the Three of Swords, because for each of these swords, there's an argument, there's a truth about, remember that time you were disappointed and hurt. Remember that time the clouds were gray and it was raining. Do you want to relive this? This new thing might bring you this, and so on. See? After that, I don't have the courage of going into that unknown. So, under our Queen of Cups, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician, which would be, you know, here you can manifest whatever. You know what? I've got all that it takes. I've got value. I'm not afraid to lose or to be abandoned or not enough or whatever. And here, my old sadnesses that created all of that, they need to be released. That will be part of your decision, okay? Because this is for you to, you know, you hit your 10 of Cups because you were still holding on to your old sadnesses, and therefore that created a mental barrier or putting you in your head about it. And here I have the Three of Pentacles, because this is really at the end of the month, you're going to say, am I allowing more water in, or am I letting my mind and myself be overwhelmed emotionally and just cutting everything? Bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Pentacles. So we're dealing with your old, you know, fear of abandonment, of not being enough, and all of that in there. So let's clarify this for you, Sagittarius. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for February 2022. Okay. Show me the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Swords, Spirit. Show me the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Okay. There's our 5 of Pentacles, and you can see in reverse here the 6 of Pentacles. And here we have the Empress. This is all about your capacity to receive unconditional love and abundance. That's your divine feminine Empress. The one that is able to allow that in. And we're talking about your old 5 of Pentacles. Okay? That put you into your head. And therefore, even if you're surrounded with love around you, you will have a hard time allowing yourself to feel it. Because we don't see it well with this one. But with this one, we can see that the water is snow. It becomes all cold once it's in there. Okay, let's look at your 2 of Swords. So there's a decision here. What is my truth? What is reality? I'm going to have to pick one of the two. You don't want to go back? Pope. What I understand spiritually, I'm going to have to apply it here so that I can bring what is above below. Okay, 2 fingers up. 2 fingers down is as above, so below. We've all heard what that. And this is the symbol that the mudra that this guy is making. The Pope. And, you know, you have here, you have a character with the 2 Sphinx. One representing like yin-yang, okay? Feminine, masculine, invisible, visible, and so on. Spiritual, material. And here, a character with 2 priests. One that looks at the priest, looks at the Pope, I should say. And the other one that is like this. So, this is a bit like 2 ways to be in life. Either I look at the Pope and I'm like, I want to know, I want to understand, I want to grow, I want to feed me, teach me, or I am obeying and walking as you direct me. So these are 2 different attitudes of, you know, being, let's say. And this is a bit the decision. Going out of one's comfort zone means going out of our safety, going out of what we have known, it's taking responsibility in a sense of I'm going to get out there and own what I will learn, own what this unknown, and go in it. In the Chariot, like the Pope follows his discernment, okay, from his spiritual knowledge. And the Chariot follows his aspiration. What is my goal? That's why he has no reins to control these 2 aspects. The only thing that controls it, he's got the 8-pointed star on his forehead of the star card. And the star card is all about our aspirations, our soul's quest, our soul's goal. So what inside is inspiring me, aspiring me, is what is guiding me. I'm getting out of my head. I'm making a decision here, as much from my aspiration as from my spiritual knowledge of what will be my truth. So that's a big decision, okay? Let's look at the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups will be that decision is directly linked to how much water and what the change of water was within yourself. Like if you've been carrying sadness, old grievings and things like that, is it still part of me? Or am I whole and manifesting my future? Queen of Cups. Okay. Justice. Justice came out a lot. That's interesting. So here we have the Three of Wands. Now you see that character looking at the horizon. What do I expect the future to bring me? That and my aspiration. If I have an aspiration and I don't expect it coming towards me, if I expect more being robbed of things and abandoned and not enough, that don't work. We can understand that our chariot will go in two different directions and it's a crash. So that's why here we have the Tower, an awakening to strip you down to your true self, align you with your star cluster here, with your 8-pointed star, pouring away the waters that you don't longer need within you, because this is a card of faith. This is a card of, I know that the universe, God, name it like you want, is going to infinitely provide for me. Okay, Source, the Creator. So whatever that jail, that mental jail that prevented me from actually experimenting a true 10 of Cups, or a higher, at least a higher 10 of Cups on the level of an Empress here, is going to crumble to allow my Queen of Cups to bring in more. So that of course will create a balance between you and the other. Okay, let's look at the Moon here. So of course you have this choice where you don't know at all where it's heading, because there's no signs exactly of what it is. You can only rely on your intuition. And that new path here, I have a Knight of Cups. This is an offer of love, or of something somebody loves, but this is like the extra cup that you need. Okay, and it comes with something solid, Page of Pentacles. Not strong, it's a page, it's timid, it's, you know, but it's a seed. You've been offered a seed and a cup. Knight of Cups can be very romantic, okay? But it can be on any level. That doesn't have to be romantic, of course. But this cup is asking you to get out of your head, to let go of an old baggage, and to get out of your comfort zone. Let's look at under the Pope and the Two of Swords, because it takes a decision. We have our 7. Am I being screwed here? Or is this part of the progression? Or is this progression going to happen? 7 of Swords. Page of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. When you look at it, the 7 of Pentacles, this is when nothing has been happening for a very long time. When our wands, our willpower and so on, has been transformed into a shovel. So we're working, we're doing our daily diligence and all of that. But when it comes to the fruits of life, not much. The garden is, look at the face of the guy, okay? And on this, we don't see as well as much as in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, but the leaves are brown because we lack water in our garden. So we need that. And there it is, Page. Let's look at that. Oh, I didn't do the 10 of Wands here. I'm going to go for the 10 of Wands. Oh, okay. Well, the 10 of Wands. What do I have to release? The 3 of Swords, of course. If I want, this is stuck. Ah, okay. 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 3 of Swords. If I want the Knight of Pentacles to move forward, I have to finish the cycle of Swords. So we have 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. And they all come together, okay? So the 10 of Swords, this is when, okay, I see how my mind has been disempowering me and putting me in a, you know, analysis, paralysis, prison in my mind, and has been hurting my heart because of the beliefs, the conclusions, or whatever that I pulled from my past experiences here. So the 3 of Swords. So of course you have to make a decision here with the 2 of Swords. Is this my story or not? Is this just who I am? Queen of Swords. 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords, this is when we're actually healing. If you look on his wall, he's got the 3 swords on his on the wall, and he's got a sword. This one they put it in on him because with the sword of understanding, he can analyze, recluse on himself, analyze and understand where those heartaches and disappointments came from, and that will give him a new perspective. Queen of Swords. So air, like King of Swords is the throat chakra, Queen of Swords is the third eye. How I can perceive the reality in front of me. If I look at the reality with my whole baggage, let's say you keep your 10 wands and you're all in your 7 of Swords there, and you have that 5 of Cups inside of you, what happens when you look in front of you? You see she has her sword in front of her. And when you look in front of you, this will be very harsh on what is in front, and it's a double blade. You will hurt yourself as much as you can hurt outside of you. But once you're healed, that's why she becomes the Queen of Wisdom, sometimes called the no bullshit queen. But then she can see from a healed place. She understands what has happened in the shadow and what has happened in the light, and she can perceive right what is in front of her. And here I have the 10 of Pentacles. So, I mean, you're really at the end of a period, and now it's like, do I embark into the next one? Okay, let's look at that Magician. 9 of, all right, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. I have the Knight of Swords, and here is the Wheel of Fortune to go with it. Sorry, Wheel of Fortune. And as we know, Knight of Swords, so Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, there's going to be maybe somebody expressing itself, or you expressing yourself about what you want to manifest, okay? And maybe letting go of this finally Wheel of Fortune, because expressing oneself with the one sword that we keep, not letting ourselves be in this kind of paradox, okay? And so we know that the Wheel of Fortune only turns, you see you have the Sphinx with a sword in his hand, once we can answer the riddle of the Sphinx. Well, my life has been like this, different faces, same lesson. Why did it happen to me? Now I understand. I'm expressing it. Ah, the wheel of karma, the wheel of fortune can finally turn and bring you to the next matrix. Okay, so then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So let's look at the 3 of Pentacles, Mr. Black Buddy. All right, 3 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing there's a tower here, because 3 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. So here's our 5 of Pentacles. Do you want to build your life on how you're vibrating. You know, if you still have the distorted belief that you are not enough, that you have to do more in order to receive a little bit, that people do not give to you or care for you, or all of this. This is being the Two of Pentacles. See, that concept of reality, we're talking about Pentacles, you know, 5 senses, 4 elements in spirit. Here, the matrix, Malkut. If you keep that within you, you will always be juggling. Where I hope for something, but I don't believe in it. I'm like this. My inner world, my outer world do not match. I'm juggling, and I'm juggling. So there's a lesson and an opportunity for you this month, Sagittarius. Choose your truth, because you're at the end of 4 cycles, and it is time to move that wheel of fortune. Okay, I'm gonna call that wheel of fortune because it's all about, you want to repeat the same thing, or actually allow this understanding and this letting go, so that you can start experimenting something new. Or the star came out also, because it's a mix between faith and understanding. So, all right. On this, my beautiful Sagittarius, I'm gonna thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, of course, to help grow the channel. Happy Valentine's Day. All my love and light to all of you. May you feel it, and may it last all month. Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on the new moons, I do a little ceremony to give you back. Now this month is like tonight or tomorrow, depending of when I can upload this for you guys. And the next one will be at the beginning of the month of March also. So I take your names and I send you and ask the universe to give you back. So on this, namaste, and I'll see you next month.